Hello, my fellow infinite beings. We are doing this episode today so that you can remember your infinity, your infiniteness. Thank you so much for being here, for watching or listening, or however you are consuming this show. My name is Tara Long. I am your host. As you can see, if you're watching the video, I have my beautiful Flower of Life wall decal. I thought that would be good to have sort of in the background, like giving us energy for this episode. Okay, so you came into Earth life as a human being. We all did, right? We are human beings. You are also, that is part of who you are. That's actually just a tiny little part of who you are. It's like the tip of the iceberg, if you will. You are also an infinite being, meaning always has been, is, and always will be. There is a part of you that is forever and always, that comes from source, God, universe, all that is, whatever you want to call it. That's who you are. That's who you really are. That's who your core essence is this part. And we have decided, we have chosen for this amount of time, whether it's for one day or 101 years, that we want to come in and experience being a human being. So that's pretty cool, right? That we made that choice. It's totally different from experiencing ourselves as an infinite being, because human beings have a lot of limitations that we have placed on ourselves, and we've done it for a reason. We've done it because we wanted to come and play the human game and experience human experiences and having the emotions of what it's like to be human and having the limits of our physical body and, all of these things we've placed on ourselves, right? Like, I know for me, I've talked about this a lot and we'll talk about it more, but that feeling of the galactic energy that I've come in with, this vibration, it feels very free and very big, and it just wants to like soar around the planet and, see people and do things and have fun. And I have always felt very limited in my physical body, and that's why freedom is so important to me. And I know it's important to a lot of you. So, okay, this episode is about helping you to remember the infinite part. Because we all know we're human. We wake up every day and we see our body and we go, oh, okay, here we are again, expressing ourselves as a human being. And a lot of times that's really wonderful and amazing, and other times it is not so wonderful and amazing. And we spend most of our time, unfortunately, thinking about what's wrong and what we don't have, right? And so that limits us even further in our humanness. So if we can begin to remember and bring in the energy of our infiniteness, of our galacticness, then we can begin to experience this human ride with much more joy, much more peace, much more clarity, right? Having fun. I mean, we came here to play this game. We came here to experience being a human being. We came here, a lot of us chose a certain mission or purpose or theme to our life, that things that we wanted to do and experience and be, right? And so that's following your soul's calling, right? Your soul is the part that's infinite. So how do we bring our infiniteness to our humanness in order to live expanded lives, right? That's what everybody wants. It's what I hear all the time. I just want to be, at peace, during the day. I want to be at peace in my body. I want to be at peace in my life and my relationships. I want to enjoy myself. Very simple things that we want to experience. So how can you do this? How can you bring that energy into your human beingness? Well, we all do this, whether we know it or not, in a lot of different ways. Whether we're connecting with nature, whether we're staring at a tree, or just being present in conversation with someone, whether we are feeling the intense gratitude and love in our hearts for a person, place, or thing, for ourselves, all of these things is the energy of who we really are. So we can spend more time doing those things. That will connect you to your infiniteness. And why don't we just come in as humans and already know that we're infinite and we can have and do and be everything that our higher self or soul is guiding us to? Why do we not just already know that? What's the point of this feeling all the limitation? Because, I mean, we come from being an infinite being, so, which is beautiful and nice and wonderful, but there's not the contrast there. We chose to be human so that we could have this contrast of like, oh, right, I can actually fool myself into thinking that I'm some limited being, and so it's that remembrance, that unfolding, that unraveling of this infinite nature that you are, that is fun and exciting. And gosh, wouldn't it be boring if you just came into life and suddenly, everything was just easy and there were no challenges and you just always felt just one way, you just had one feeling and did one thing. And no, life is dynamic as a human. It's exciting, it's fun, it's challenging. We get to experience such a range of emotion that we don't get to actually experience as an infinite being, right? Because as an infinite being, we are the light and the love and all of that, which is beautiful and amazing, but it's not as dynamic as being a human. So once we remember our infinite nature, you can have this like awakening of like, oh yeah, that's right, that's who I am. But the unfolding of incorporating that into your daily life as a human is an unfolding process. It is a process. And typically can take time, right? It can unfold over years and months and weeks and days. You can have glimpses of it, but you can have more and more glimpses of it, which has been my experience. My experience is the more that I do this work and the more that I remind myself of my infinite nature, the more life just flows, and it's actually is a lot easier, right? Because once we've had all those challenges, we're like, okay, we can take some time and, have some ease and joy and peace back into our life. So how can you do it? Well, like I said before, we can just be present in the moment. That's remembering our infinite nature. We can take a sledgehammer to our limitations and really dig into where we're feeling limited. And when we feel that limitation, right? Because our feelings are the triggers. They're what let us know that we're feeling limited. Oh gosh, that doesn't feel good. For money, for example, I know so many humans feel limited financially. They think there's so there's a book called Busting Loose from the Money Game, which I recommend so much to so many people, by Robert Scheinfeld. And he has other books, Busting Loose from the Business Game, and I think Ultimate Happiness or something. That's his most recent book. But it's all about busting loose from the human game, from feeling like you are a limited being, right? And in every moment reclaiming that power that you are an unlimited being. So you have a trigger, then you get to you feel it to heal it, like I say. Reclaim your power over it and return to knowing that whatever's happening, while you're feeling that, feeling your infiniteness is what is in your highest good. So then it really, really is nice, because then you get to kind of stop like planning and trying and using your head and all this will and force in life, right? Things just tend to flow very easily from that place of knowing who we really are. So he has this great process where, okay, say you're feeling limited, like, oh, I really want to go on this vacation. My heart is telling me that I really want to do this. It feels really good. It feels really right, but I don't feel like I can, because right now what appears to be real in my bank account is that I don't have the money to do it. So then you kind of shrink down and start to feel really yucky about it. So then what you can do in that moment is feel it, surrender to that yuckiness, that feeling of limitation, anger, confusion, sadness, whatever it is for you. Right? And this is part of that empowered healing method that I talk about all the time. And then you can love yourself for it. It's okay. It's okay, Tara. I love you for feeling this way. It's not a big deal. We're human right now. That's part of the deal. That's part of our deal right now, and it's totally okay. And then you get to reclaim that power. And he has this beautiful, wonderful process in the book, which I highly recommend. It starts out, you're feeling it, and then you say, and you can use whatever words resonate for you. For me, it's I am the power of infinite source and all that is in this creation. And then we go on to say it's not real, it's I made it up, it's a creation of my consciousness, so I reclaim my power from this creation now. And there's more to the process that you can find in his book. It's really wonderful. I really recommend it. That's another way you can remember your infinite beingness. And it's a process. That you can have like huge chunks of it come back to you at once if you're really feeling triggered. Or sometimes you say it and you try to feel this and it doesn't, you're like, ugh, I'm not feeling this right now. And that's okay too. Go back to the first step, surrender to it, love it, try again. Okay, so I hope that was helpful in remembering who you really are. And coming soon is going to be, I'm creating some new things right now around this and sort of the process that we go through in reclaiming who we really are and really living that in our daily lives, which, as you can imagine, and I know you do already in a lot of ways, right, is it's just fantastic, phenomenal, wonderful, just the connection that you feel with who you really are. And when you bring that into your daily life and really listening to your soul's calling, right? Rising up to meet that soul's calling. Because I know a lot of you know this intellectually. You've studied it, you know it. Yes, I know I'm an infinite being, blah, blah, blah. But when you feel it, when you have the knowingness of it, not just in your head, but in your heart and soul, that's when things begin to really shift for you. And just being here listening to this is part of that shift for you. So I acknowledge you for that. Okay, I really want to end today with a guided meditation that will return us to who we really are so that you can have that feeling, even if it's for just a few minutes. Okay, so I want you to, if you're out doing something right now, go ahead and stop this recording and play it again later when you can be in your own space without distraction, okay? So let us go ahead and sit and close our eyes. If you'd like to close your eyes softly. Just being very gentle with yourself, very easy with yourself. Feeling the grace that you can allow into this moment just for you. Taking some nice deep breaths, feeling how that feels in your body to create the space to open and expand in this moment. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to feel the relaxation that begins to move through the body, from the head down to the toes. And you can feel the muscles of the face begin to relax. And the shoulders begin to drop down and relax, really letting go of anything that you may be holding here, any tensions, worries, thoughts, problems, other people's problems. Take a deep breath and let that go. Relaxation moving down the arms, chest, the abdomen, all the organs relaxing, moving down the hips and the legs, all the way down to the feet. Oh, feeling that deliciousness of presence in the body. And now I'd like you to feel the space of your heart. Really feel the energy in the space of your heart opening. Just opening up and expanding. Reaching out beyond your physical body now, the space of the heart, the energy of the heart. Feeling the deep love you have for yourself that is unconditional. And now I would like for you, with the eyes closed and the mind's eye, for you to imagine in front of you a door. And this door is there and looks like whatever you'd like it to look like. And there is a door handle and knob in which you can very easily and gently turn and open the door. And as you open the door, you have a feeling of safety and comfort and gratitude. And you open the door, and as you do, you see that there are a set of stairs going down, down, down. And on the sides, going down the stairs on the walls, there are soft lights guiding you and leading you down the stairway. And it feels so warm and comfortable. You decide to take the stairs going down, down, down. And as you get to the bottom of the stairs, with each step down, feeling more relaxed, more comfortable, safe and warm, feeling lighter and lighter as you descend the stairs. And when you get to the bottom, you notice a hallway going down to the end where there is another door. And you walk slowly down this hallway, feeling safe and good. And as you get to the end of the hallway, you see this door. And next to the door, you see a chair. And you decide that you are going to release the physical body just for a few minutes, just for these moments, and know that it will be there for you when you return. And in order to release your physical body for these moments, you notice that you can unzip your entire body from head to toe, starting with the head, going down the middle of the face, down the chest and the abdomen. And you are able to very, very easily step out of your body for this moment. And you step out of the body, and you leave the body there, resting and relaxing on the chair, knowing it will be there for you when you return. And as you leave the body, you are also able to release and leave at this time anything you may identify yourself with. Your name, your occupation, any physical challenges, anything else that makes you who you think you are as a physical being. You can leave it there, and you notice now that you are in your pure essence and form, and you are able to go very easily through the door without even opening the door. And as you go through the door, suddenly you notice that all it is light, this beautiful, yummy, golden light that is there, waiting for you, always there for you. And you merge your beingness with this light, the light of Source, the universe, all that is. And as you merge with this light, you feel the exquisite nature of who you really are. And as you rest here now, there is nothing to be, there is nothing to do. You can just be. Now we will take some time to simply be in this light. If you would like to stay here longer, simply pause the recording and take as much time as you would like to be yourself in the light. And if you are ready, before we go, please take a moment and feel the ease, how easy it is to just be you, to just be this, to just be. Feel the gratitude for remembering who you are, where you come from, and what you have access to at any moment. Because you do have access to your infinite nature in every moment. So now you decide to go back through the door just as you are in your form, your essence, your beingness. And you see laying there, very lovingly and waiting for you, is this beautiful body that you have chosen in this lifetime to wear. And you feel gratitude for this body and for all it does for you, for taking care of you, for being your conduit, your vessel to experience all of the beautiful things about being a human being right now. And so you take your body and you begin to zip it back up, back up. Once again, feeling the love, the gratitude for the experience that you have just had. And taking all of that with you, infusing all of that light back into every cell of your body, rejuvenating every cell, renewing every cell, bringing this vibrancy, this light, this beingness to every organ, every joint, every muscle. And you begin to ascend the stairs, going back up, 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 following the lights. And as you go, the lights get a little bit brighter in the hallway as you go up, up, up the stairs, seeing the door there, taking the door handle, opening the door, closing the door behind you. And now you are in a field of daylight, of sunlight, returning again to the earth, to your human self in this body. And now on the count of 5, we are going to return back to where you are, in the chair you're sitting in, or the bed you're lying on, in the space that you're in, Counting now, 1, 2, feeling circulation in your body, moving the fingers and toes a little bit. 3, 4, feeling yourself back in the room, back in your body, breathing in and breathing out. 5, wide awake, opening the eyes nice and slow, returning again to the space that you are in. Oh, I thank you so much for going on that journey with me. I hope that it was enjoyable for you, and you can do this at any time to remember who you really are and bring that into your daily life so that you can answer the call of your higher self and whatever you came here to do in this lifetime. I am wishing you so much love and so much aloha in your day, wherever it brings you, wherever you choose to go today. So thank you so much. I will remind you that you can find me on Facebook in my private group, The Art of Soul Living, The Art of Soul Living, and I will be talking soon about those new PDFs or whatever I'm going to create around the process for you to fully reclaim your infiniteness. So stay tuned for that. I cannot wait to connect with you, and hope you have a great day. Okay, so much love and aloha. Bye-bye.